Good afternoon, Norwood. This is the Crow's Nest. I'm Alina, and I will be your host. Today is October 15th, 2021. Starting this off, we have Sports with Corbin, Dustin's Corner with Dustin, Clubs with Veronica, Middle School Sports with Gentry and Taylor, Ranking with Malachi, Drawing with Alexi and Lila. Throwing this episode in the right direction, we have Corbin.
Hello, Norwood. I'm the sports anchor for this, little series we got going, and I'm here to talk about sports with you. So, let's start off with softball. Softball, they're playing districts today. Tonight, they're going somewhere and they're gonna play hard. They're gonna do good. They're gonna win. Cross country, they're doing pretty well from what I hear. Don't know much about them. In baseball, you get a thumbs up because we don't know about that. Now, it's all the school sports, but little do you know, we're covering professional sports too. The NBA, the Warriors won 111-99 against the Lakers. That was yesterday. And also yesterday, the Raptors played the Wizards with 113-108. Pretty good stuff, but I think they could do better. Really do think on it. Now, as we know, NASCAR is pretty hot for some people. So, I'm going to tell you the upcoming stuff for that. For the Xfinity Series, you're going to find it on October 10th. Best be there to watch that if you like NASCAR. For the Cup Series, though, October 2nd. Best be ready for that.
Pirates sure have been busy. Have you ever wondered what the hottest new game is? Maybe you need a new suggestion on a new game to buy this week. Well, we have the house expert for you. This 3-minute segment is called Dustin's Corner. Get the timer ready, Dustin.
The Nintendo Switch, one of the best-selling consoles in the last 5 years, a home console, handheld hybrid, a system that not only can you play in your home, but outside as well. And all Nintendo releases for it is old games.
Nintendo Switch is an interesting case due to there being several upon several models being released now. But the question that most people will bring up is, which one's the best for you? Well, hopefully that this segment of The Crow's Nest will help you explain that. Hi, and welcome to Dustin's Corner, where we talk about everything you don't want to know.
Alright, so there's 3 versions of the Nintendo Switch. The standard Nintendo Switch, the Nintendo Switch Lite, and the newly released Nintendo Switch OLED model. And this video is going to help you decide which one is best for you. So we will go in between each of the 3. First off, we have the standard Nintendo Switch. It is immediately the first thing you think of when you think Nintendo Switch. Retailing for about $330 with tax included. For a home console hybrid, and considering that most Xboxes and PlayStations, including the new ones, now cost almost another $200, I would say this is actually not a bad deal. And this is where the other models come in, because all these other models have a little bit extra things, such as the Nintendo Switch Lite. This is essentially the Nintendo Switch again. The only difference is that you cannot take the controllers out because they are embedded into the console, and it can't be docked. But due to this, it costs $100 less, so $230. And considering that this can play every single Nintendo Switch game just in handheld mode, it's not a bad deal. The only problem with this model is that it doesn't come with a kickstand, which could be a problem, though you can buy third-party kickstands off of Amazon and other websites and such. And now for the newly released Nintendo Switch OLED model. Comparing this to the standard model, the only difference between this one is that it has a better screen, better audio, more storage space, and a far better kickstand. And a new dock. That is it. And it retails for $50 more than the standard Nintendo Switch. Now, which one's right for you? Well, in my honest opinion, I would say that the Nintendo Switch, the standard model, if you can't find the OLED, then the standard model should serve your purposes just fine. Though if you can find the OLED, I'd say the $50 is worth it, considering you get a better screen, better audio, more storage space, and the better kickstand. And if you're the kind of person who's only going to play a select few games on your Nintendo Switch, then I would recommend get the Nintendo Switch Lite. You're saving $100, and you can use that $100 to buy those 2 games that you want to play, like Breath of the Wild or Super Mario Odyssey.
That's it. Thanks for watching the Dustin's Corner. So next time we're going to be talking about an interesting case. That being Sonic 4.
Thank you, Dustin. Now a run-on clubs, Veronica.
Here at Norwood, we have 12 different types of clubs that our students can join. Our clubs are girls basketball, boys basketball, cheerleading, archery, academic team, student council, band, choir, FCCLA, FBLA, FFA, and FCA. Don't leave things to chance, but get involved in a club today.
Those clubs sound very nice. You have heard from Corey about high school sports. Now we'll kick in with Gentry and Taylor to hear about middle school sports.
Hello, Norwood students. Today, Gentry will be telling you about our junior high sports.
So far in this season, we are undefeated. We haven't lost yet, and the boys are 9-3. We start our summit conference on Saturday. So come out and support us and cheer the boys on.
And our archery season is just about to start.
So our question for this segment is, what is the scariest thing you've ever seen? If you see me and Taylor in the hallway, be sure to tell us.
Bye!
What's the most frightening thing I've ever seen? Well, that'll be something to think about. Thank you, girls, for that enlightening question. But now we have something new. Malachi is going to give us a list of the top 5 TV movies. Malachi.
Hello and welcome to Top 5 Watchers, where I talk about the top 5 movies of this week. Let's get started. Up number 1, we have Candyman, a new horror movie about the fan favorite Candyman. In the movie, if you say his name 5 times in a mirror, then it will summon him and he will apparently terrorize your family and your loved ones. Number 2, a sequel to the first Venom, Venom Let There Be Carnage. Venom with Eddie Brock, he is back again to defeat a new threat in theaters now. Number 3, Malignant. Paralyzed by fear from shocking visions, a woman's torrent worsens as she discovers her waking dreams are terrifying realities. Number 4, we have Pig. Living alone in the Oregon wilderness, a truffle hunter returns to Portland to find the person who stole his beloved pig. A movie about how different people deal with loss. And number 5, the last one, is a sequel to the first, Suicide Squad, The Suicide Squad. Supervillains Harley Quinn, Bloodsport, Peacemaker, and a collection of nutty cons at Belle Reve Prison join the super secret, super shady task force as they are dropped off at the remote enemy-infused island of Corto Maltese. And that's the end of the Top 5 Watchers. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Malachi, for sharing with us. The next section is our last section. My friends Alexi and Lila are going to teach us to draw.
Do you hate your art and want to get better at it? So do we. Look into basic anatomy.
So the first thing you want to do is draw a basic circle for where the head's going to be positioned. Usually you want to draw some guidelines so you can find out where your nose and eyes are going to be. Usually for a front view profile, the chin is just coming down to this one guideline off to the side. Eyes will usually be positioned right here. And the nose will just typically be in the middle. Now for your ears, they usually go from about the top of your nose down to where your mouth is going to be. Your mouth is usually like around right here. And then your chin should line up about where the eye starts. And that is a front view profile.
When drawing a side profile, you want to start with a circle, and usually the middle, like where your ear would be, is where this line would be. And across here, like this, would be where the eyes would, be. The chin would meet up with the middle line, and I would start with drawing the ear, and then with the nose and lips if you draw them. Some people don't. And then you draw the eye and probably the eyebrow. And that's how to do a side profile.
Remember, everybody, your art is only as good as the weakest point of it. Say if your hand is really messy and you know it's really messy, and you just continue with your art and everything else looks good to you, your art will only look good as that messy hand. Practice makes perfect. Don't ever give up, and good luck.
Well, that's all we have time for today, but we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching The Crow's Nest.
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. I have just one thing to say to you.